What is up, Notary Nerds? It's your girl, Monica, here to show you how to attract higher paying clients to your notary business. Now, a couple of videos ago, I explained to you why the mobile notary work business model was not a good idea. And if you are going to do it, if you are intent on doing it, or if that's all you have to do right now, then the best way to go about it is to niche down and find customers who need you more often and are willing to pay you higher prices. Remember, I told you to try to stay away from the cheap and quick customer, or the thinking of the free, cheap, quick, right? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do exactly that. Now, all businesses need customers. I think we all can agree on that, right? And you're only going to get customers in a couple of different ways. Either you're going to pay in order to get in front of those customers. And what I mean by that is you're going to go and get an advertisement on some social platform. You are going to buy some flyers, and that's going to cost you money. You're going to buy business cards and go out and network. That's going to cost you money. You're going to buy a car decal. You're going to set up a Google My Business page. That really won't cost you any money, but it's kind of is because it's costing you time. And then you're going to pay for directories, right? Those are all ways that you're going to get in front of customers, because if you do not get in front of customers, they won't know that you exist. So you absolutely have to do that. So that's one way, pay to play. The other way is to attract customers to you, okay? This is the best way to build a business, is if you attract the right customers to your ecosystem. Okay, so the way that you do that, okay, let me get this out of the way. The way that you do that is you give them something that they need. But in order to give them something they need, which is basically solving the problems that they have, is you have to understand, number one, who they are, and understand what their goals are. So if you don't do those two things, right? If you don't understand who they are, who your customer is, and what their goals are, you're going to have a very difficult time. When you do get in front of them, you're going to have a difficult time attracting them to you. So understand that. That's in every single business. I don't care what industry you're in. So let's take an example. I love examples. Let's just take a newborn baby, and let's pretend that a newborn baby is your customer. So we've got crying babies, right? They are our customer. They have a problem. We don't know what that problem is. They're just crying, right? So number one, we have to understand who they are. They are a newborn baby. They don't have words. They can't talk, okay? They can't tell you what they need, and they're very fragile and sensitive. Okay, so we have now understood who our customer is. So understanding who they are means that we have now information to help them solve their problem. Well, now that we know that, we have to go to that second requirement, which is, what is it that they're trying to achieve? What do newborn babies want? Well, that's pretty easy. Newborn babies want comfort. They want to be warm. They want to be clean. They want to be nourished. They want food, and they want rest, right? So in order to solve that crying baby's problem, as new moms, what we typically did, or what I typically did, was you kind of start at the top and work your way down, right? Are you hungry? Are you cold? Do you need this? Do you need that? So you go down a triage, if you will, of tasks in order to solve that baby's problem, right? So it looks like you change their diaper, you feed them, you hold them, you rock them to sleep, right? So understanding your customer, understanding their problem, understanding what is their goal in life, right? So you do all of these things in order to help them reach their goal. Okay? Are you guys getting it? That may have not been the best example, but it was the first one that came to my mind. So let's go look at the real estate investors as a customer base. Now, in that video that I did about the mobile loan signing business model, I said to you, there are several groups of people who don't look at you as free and cheap, okay? And they are investors, real estate companies, or real estate agents, title companies, and the like, okay? But I also told you in that video that those entities are extremely picky about who they do business with, right? But they need notarizations on a more often basis, and they're willing to pay a little bit more for them because they have a higher level of need, okay? In order to get the real estate investors, which is a group inside of that group of people, to be attracted to you, you have to understand, just like you did with the newborn baby, who are they? Number one, they are regular people like you and I. They are interested in below market real estate. They typically may have a full-time job and a family, which means they're busy. They don't have a whole lot of extra time. Okay, good. I'm starting to understand my customer. Now, I remember I'm trying to figure out how to attract them to me so I don't have to pay to play, spending a whole bunch of money to put stuff out there in hopes that they see me, right? Requirement number two is to understand their goals. So their goals is to put in as many offers as possible. Remember, they're trying to find below market real estate. They are real estate investors and they want to buy and hold or buy and flip or whatever their strategy is. But in order to do that, they have to put in offers, okay? And they have to buy real estate in order to increase their portfolio. So that is their goal. So now as a notary, you should be thinking, okay, what can I do to attract these higher paying general notary work customers to me, right? How can I do that? So you have to solve that problem. If they're looking for below market real estate so that they can put in as many offers as possible, then you need to help them with that by helping them find below market real estate so that they can make as many offers as possible. Bottom line, okay? So one of the solutions to that as a notary public is by utilizing the public record to your advantage. And doing that requires you to be knowledgeable about the tax deeds and or tax liens in your state. First and foremost, you need to know which state are you in. Are you in a tax deed state, like these states here, okay? Or are you in a tax lien state, like these states here, okay? Or you may be in a hybrid state that has characteristics of both. Either way, as a notary public, you want to find which state you are, and then you want to be able to find the tax liens and or tax deeds in your state. Again, your target customer is top of mind for you. You know who they are, you know what their goals are, and your goal in life is to attract them to you by helping them solve a problem, okay? Here's another solution. Codes violations. Investors are looking at opportunities for motivated sellers and below market properties. And as a notary public, it is your job to be aware that there are public records that fit the bill. The tax deeds and the tax liens are only just the beginning. There are also things called code violations at the city and or the county level where the government has said this property is about to be in trouble if y'all don't handle this. That is a indication that the owner of the property is either not involved with the property or not able to handle the property, making the investor interested in that property because they can come in and make that owner of that property an offer and again solve their problem or get closer to their goal, which is buying more below market real estate. Are you guys seeing how this works? Okay, so in the upcoming 5-day New Notary Challenge, the last day of the challenge is going to be us focusing on getting your lead magnet up for these tax, to be able to attract these higher paying general notary work clients, right? I still stand firm on the mobile notary business model as it is currently traditionally being promoted. The only customers that you're going to attract that way are the ones who expect you to do it for free or for cheap and quickly. What I encourage you to do if you are going to do mobile general notary work is to niche down and find customers in your local market who are going to need you often and who are willing to pay you a little bit more than free or cheap. One group of those people is real estate investors. There's several entities that you could look at, but one of those in particular are real estate investors. So in the 5-day New Notary Challenge, we're going to learn how to add your lead magnet so that you can attract those investors to your notary business and hopefully get a lot of general notary work that way. Now, that means that you need a website, and if you don't have a website, we're going to give you one in the in the new 5-day New Notary Challenge. You're going to get your choice of one of 4 websites. Here's one. Okay. And this is where your lead magnet is going to go. Before I said we were going to create a page up here, but we really don't need to do that. We're going to just put your lead magnet right here. So when they come to your homepage, instead of saying how to start a notary business, it's going to say, tax liens in, Cannon County or whatever county that you're going to be looking at, right? So that was the first free website you'll get to choose from. You'll also get this one to choose from. And there's where your lead magnet will go on this second style. The third style, is this one. Okay, so as joining the 5-day new notary challenge, you don't have to worry about a website because we're going to provide you with a website template. This is template number 3, and then here is template number 4. Okay, this is all included, and it doesn't matter if you're one of the first 30 or not. Everybody who joins the 5-day new notary challenge is going to get one of those. You're also going to get an operating agreement and 1 year's access to Notary Nerds University. Okay, so Notary Nerds University, as you guys may know, has archived all of its training, and there's hundreds of training videos, and it's in a Google Drive, so you will need a Gmail account. The other thing is when you log in, there are going to be some lessons. Now, the next new notary 5-day challenge starts on Monday, March the 11th. Monday, March the 11th is when the challenge starts. That challenge is going to start live at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we will be recording it. So here's what you're going to do when you get your login information is you're going to log in to the new notary 5-day challenge. And the first thing you want to check out is how do you get in on the live trainings. You click on that first module and just click the live button. And that's on Monday night at 7 o'clock Central. Next, you're going to go into how to set up your notary business and start these modules. You're going to start to watch these as soon as you register for the new notary 5-day challenge. Start walking through these modules and then understand that your bonuses, the website, the operating agreement, and the access to Notary Nerds, you're not going to get that until the live challenge starts. So if you're in here looking for where are my bonuses, you'll get them when the live challenge starts, okay? So that's the way that you get started with the new notary 5-day challenge. But a couple of you guys have reached out to me and are interested in learning more about these tax deeds and the city code violations. So if you are not a new notary and you just want to get in on the tax deed and the tax lien training so that you too can attract these higher paying general notary work clients, these real estate investors, then you can join us just on that Friday, okay? This is for experienced notaries who want to get in on the tax deed and tax lien training. You can join us on just that Friday, okay? And in order to do that, you're going to want to, let me get here, you're going to want to sign up using the link below or in the email, however you're getting this information. To sign up, the cost for that is only $47, and I'm going to show you how to find a list of upcoming tax deed foreclosures and tax lien certificates, how to set up a tax lien or tax deed lead magnet on your own website, how to find properties with codes violations either in the county or the city. And then once you got all of that infrastructure set up, I'm going to show you how to post on social media, be that Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, or even LinkedIn, so that you can have a constant constant salesperson that you post one time, and people are going to continue to download your free information, giving you their name and email, creating a customer database for you. So if you want to get in on that and you're not a new notary, you're an experienced notary, you can do that, and your cost is going to be $47, and that training is going to be Friday, March the 15th at the end of the 5-day challenge, okay? 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Now, for all of you guys interested in the new notary 5-day challenge, you want to go ahead and get in on that as soon as possible because, like I say, the challenge starts on Monday, March the 11th. Monday, March the 11th at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. So you need some time to be able to go through those modules that I was just showing you, okay? You want to be able to have some time to go through that because if you don't go through this, it's going to be kind of hard for you once we start the challenge because the challenge is not a joke. Monday, Tuesday, we're hitting it. We've got a lot of information to cover in a short period of time. So you don't want to be the one who hasn't gone over the materials. Trust me, okay? So make sure you get in, go over the material before you come to the challenge. So the challenge will be extremely productive for you and everybody else in the group, all right? So make sure that you do that. And for those of you guys who are experienced, on Friday, we will plug you guys in. This will be unlocked for you on Thursday night so that you'll be able to have access. But on Friday at 7 o'clock, we will be going into detail. Everybody will be in the same room for the tax deed and tax lien notary training. And so I'm excited about it. It's going to help you find that higher paying customer. And then for the 5-day notary challenge, folks, you guys have the option for afterpay. You can get started for $24.25. Whereas if you're an experienced notary just joining us for that 1 day of training, it's going to be $47. Yes, the training will be recorded. Okay, I just threw a lot at you, all right? So I do want to make sure that you understand. Let me show you all too that you, for those of you guys who are in the new notary challenge and you're wondering what is all included in the 1 year access to Notary Nerds University, let me show you that really quickly before I end this video, because it's a lot. And I want you to know that once you go through this challenge, you really won't need anything else in order to start your notary business, because I'm going to make sure you know how to do a good notarization. And I'm going to give you access to this library so that you don't have to, unless you want to, you don't have to buy any more training, okay? Because here inside of Notary Nerds University's library is all of the training you could ever hope for or need or want, okay? Taught by some of the best at their craft, from the apostille to the loan signing agent training, okay, to the government contracting. These are people who are experts in their field and who had receipts. They had boots on the ground and have done the work that they are teaching you in this training. That's what Notary Nerds University was based off of. I wasn't an expert, so I went out and I hired experts. So that's what you're going to get. You're going to get access to this library for a year as a part of the new Notary 5-day training. Okay, so a whole bunch. I'm hoping you're excited about it. Thank you guys who have hung with me, even though the last couple of videos have been hitting straight to the truth. And sometimes the truth is not what we want to hear, but it still doesn't change the fact that it is the truth. Mobile loan signing, mobile notary work is, in the traditional sense, is not the best business model because it attracts people who just think you're cheap and free. And so if you're going to do it, you need to find a way to attract the higher paying general notary work clients like the real estate investors. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. And when it comes to that loan signing, becoming a loan signing agent in 2024, I stand on business with that. It's still not a good business model to get into in 2024. It's a good business model, but it's not a good business model to get into in 2024 based on the facts, okay? The cost of doing business based on the potential revenues. That's what business is about. And until you can change that, it's not going to be a good idea to become a loan signing agent in 2024. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, maybe. 2024, no. You need to pivot your business and you need to focus on the higher paying customers. And in general notary work, that's going to look like real estate investors, nursing homes, and those types of entities who are going to need you more often and not expect you to do things for free and or for cheap. Okay. So I'm done with my rant. I hope to see you guys, those new notaries, Monday, March the 15th at 7 o'clock. And for you experienced notaries, I look forward to seeing you on Friday at 7 o'clock for the live tax deed and tax lien training. See you then. Peace.